In today's show, breaking news, Warren Buffett goes mega long on gold, Berkshire buys nearly 21 million shares of ABX, Max Keiser recently tweeted, Warren Buffett is wrong about Bitcoin, gold, the banks, etc. Take a look at this tweet. Buffett, wrong about the airlines, wrong about the banks, wrong about gold. What makes you think he isn't also wrong about Bitcoin? Touche. We'll be discussing this in today's show. He also goes on to share that with Buffett now moving into gold, expect the global allocation to reach 5% minimum, which implies a $5,000 bullish gold prediction. As well, expect 1% of Bitcoin global allocation to 1 trillion, which implies a $50,000 Bitcoin price. Not too shabby. I'll be breaking down these bullish price predictions for you right here in today's show. Now, here's an interesting comparison between Bitcoin and gold as far as scarcity. Tyler Winklevoss recently tweeted, the supply of gold is infinite in our galaxy. And I agree. The supply of Bitcoin will always be fixed. Long term, there will be no comparison between these assets. Gold will be to Bitcoin in the future like sand is to gold today. We'll be discussing this in today's show. Also, in today's episode, former Goldman Sachs analyst Raoul Pal says Bitcoin will become the best performing asset in the world. It doesn't get any more bullish than that. Taking a look at his tweet, these are all incredibly bullish long-term chart patterns. The probabilities in the chart suggest that Bitcoin is likely to set to be the best performing major asset in the world over the next 24 months and by a big margin. I remain irresponsibly long Bitcoin. I'll be discussing this with you here in today's show. Also, in today's episode, the US dollar is ready to break down. How may this impact the Bitcoin price? We'll be discussing this in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin maintaining just above that $11,800 support. Many altcoins are surging against the king of all crypto. Where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, including the weekends, like today. So be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts just like this every single day. And before we kick off today's show, if interested in tapping into OPM and leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, smash the link right below this video in the description. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. Lots to discuss today, but let's kick it off by diving into today's top story of the day. Warren Buffett is wrong about Bitcoin, gold, and banks, according to Bitcoin pioneer Max Keiser. Let's break it down, shall we? Check it out. The vocal Bitcoin proponent and TV anchor Max Keiser of the Keiser Report, shout out to Max and Stacey Herbert, commented on the recent decision of Warren Buffett to move his funds and stakes in global major banks and make a bet on Barrick Gold miner stocks, saying that Berkshire Hathaway CEO is wrong about gold, banks, and what's more, he is likely to be wrong about chiding Bitcoin. That's right. Taking a look at his tweet right here. Buffett, wrong about airlines, wrong about banks, wrong about gold. What makes you think he isn't also wrong about Bitcoin? Touche, Max, you make a great point. And he also adds right here, wrong about tech. And then Chad responded, he didn't enter the tech market until about 3 years ago. Brilliant guy, but not a leading edge investor. It's not his game. Max Keiser responded, his performance is horrid. Underperformed index funds for 15 years, underperformed gold for 20 years, insanely overrated. If you also feel that Warren Buffett is an overrated investor, holla at your boy in the comments right down below. Then Max continues, those are our dollars via Fed bailout, etc. As a money manager sans free Fed money, Buffett's numbers are mediocre at best. Then Con Altus responded to Max, moral of the story, we don't need to get all right to be rich. And Max Keiser responded, moral of the story, taking free government bailout money is profitable. So yeah, Buffett moves funds from bank stocks into gold. I think this is a great sign that the dollar is going to continue dwindling. If you ask me, Bloomberg has reported that the world-renowned investor, aka the Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett, decided to shift his investments from banks and move them into stocks of Barrick Gold. He has reduced his financial presence in several big-name banks such as JPMorgan Chase, Wells Fargo, etc. after many years of considering these institutions to be good business as long as they don't make major mistakes pace, according to Bloomberg. Well, apparently they're making some major mistakes with quantitative easing, or he wouldn't be moving his fiat into gold. Now, as previously reported, the investment guru and a popular nonfiction writer, Robert Kiyosaki, shout out to Rich Dad, slammed Buffett for his old dated strategy of ignoring gold, the stock market, and Bitcoin, sitting on his billions of cash. Now Warren Buffett has started to gradually move into gold. However, Max Keiser believes that he is wrong about pretty much everything gold, banks, airlines, and Bitcoin, which Buffett previously referred to as rat poison squared. Max Keiser believes that following Buffett's move into gold, the global investment business is likely to bet 5% of its funds on gold. This in turn leads Keiser to believe that around 1% of the funds will be allocated into Bitcoin. Hallelujah. Following the recent move of MicroStrategy, if you missed the memo, they just purchased $250 million worth of Bitcoin, approximately 21,000 Bitcoin, and now control about 0.1% of the overall Bitcoin supply, and that's a publicly traded company. So just use your imagination. What if other companies follow suit and ditch their fiat and back it by Bitcoin, or let alone gold, which are both safe haven assets? However, Bitcoin is so much superior, and we're going to be talking about the scarcity principles behind it here in just a few moments. But taking a look at this tweet from Max Keiser, global $1 trillion fund management business is less than 1% invested in gold. With Buffett now moving into gold, expect global allocation of 5% minimum, which implies a $5,000 gold price. Not too shabby. If you're bullish on gold, let me know. And expect a 1% Bitcoin global allocation of $1 trillion. This implies a $50,000 price for Bitcoin. So if you're eager to see Bitcoin soar to 50K, it could happen just based off of this alone. As you know, Warren Buffett is a mover and a shaker in the investment space. And when he makes a move, other companies and very influential institutions may soon follow. And if that happens, Max Keiser could definitely be right, and we could expect a $50,000 Bitcoin price. Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. The crypto community, and Bitcoiners in particular, have always been critical about banks, referring to Bitcoin as something that would put them out of business. As for gold, the Winklevoss twins recently stated that unlike Bitcoin, gold has an infinite supply in the space, in particular referring to Elon Musk, NASA, and their plan to explore gold and other precious metals on asteroids, while pitching Bitcoin to Dave Portnoy. And if you missed that exclusive interview between the Winklevoss twins and Dave, be sure to check it out. It was entertaining to say the least. And taking a look at this tweet from Tyler Winklevoss: the supply of gold is infinite in our galaxy. The supply of Bitcoin will always be fixed. That's a fact, my friend. Nobody can change the mathematics behind Bitcoin and the scarcity principle of 21 million Bitcoin in circulation. No one could change that. However, we must trust a centralized authority that there is a limited supply of gold. I'm not buying it. I recently read an article from National Geographic that alluded to there being an infinite supply of gold and precious metals inside the sea, let alone asteroids, right? This is just uberly bullish on Bitcoin at the end of the day. Check it out. Long term, there will be no comparison between these assets. Gold will be to Bitcoin in the future like sand is to gold today. And guess what? Anthony Pompliano agrees. He responded, facts. Crypto Loot responded to Tyler, the Portnoy thing was entertaining. You guys are naturals, but when Elon send gold to zero, sir, how will Schiff survive that? And Tyler Winklevoss responded, he won't. Sorry, Peter Schiff. So let me know your thoughts surrounding this scarcity principle, Bitcoin being finite, fixed, limited supply, and precious metals not. So considering people like Warren Buffett are that uber bullish now after changing his mind, of course, on gold, I tend to agree with Max Keiser. I think Warren Buffett is obviously wrong about a lot of things. He called Bitcoin rat poison squared, and now he's going to regret not investing into the greatest performing, fastest horse in the race. I'm just saying. Before we get to our next story of the day, Goldman Sachs analyst Raoul Pal says Bitcoin will become the best performing asset in the world. Let's first take a look at the overall crypto market. Yesterday, it looked like we were going to retest 12,000 again. When I went to bed, it was like 11,900 and stuck there. I woke up this morning and we're back now just above $11,700 support. Bitcoin up 0.3% for the day. Just a couple days ago, Bitcoin dropped to about 11,200, but it maintained that support. We saw what I would consider a healthy correction. We're surging once once again. Ethereum had a nice breakout yesterday, and typically when Ether breaks out, Bitcoin follows, and lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. Ethereum, I'm extremely bullish on, if you couldn't tell. Chainlink, new all-time high, live right now, currently trading at $18.60, up 10% for the day. I wouldn't be surprised if Chainlink Hulk smashes $20 here very soon. We have EOS up 7%, trading at $3.39. Missed Litecoin barely in the green, trading at $57. And BNB up 2% for the day, trading at $23. And checking out some of the top exchange volume, we can see Binance down almost 20% with about 10 billion in volume for the day. BitMEX up 7% with 1.8 billion. Hobby Global down 9% with 2.4 billion. OKEX up 1.8% with about 1.6 billion. And HitBTC up almost 16% with 1 billion in volume for the day. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day, shall we? Bitcoin's hovering above the $10,000 mark, having gone through a period of low volatility and little movement in its price. Sentiment in the crypto market and community remains bullish. You can say that again. Analysts and fundamentals of the crypto seem to support that sentiment. I'm one of many of them. At this time, Bitcoin's currently trading just above 11,700 with gains of 1.17% in the last 24 hours. On the weekly chart, Bitcoin shows about a 0.5% loss, but remains green in the monthly chart with a plus of almost 27%, outperformed by Ethereum, XRP, and Chainlink. Bitcoin is still among the top 5 cryptos with the highest gains in the last month, so something to consider. As we can see in this graph right here, things are looking uberly bullish for the Bitcoin price. Although the first crypto by market cap has been rejected several times at that critical $12,000 resistance mark, analyst and trader Jacob Canfield predicts an imminent breakout. Canfield said the latest rejection of Bitcoin at the 12K mark corresponds to a price suppression and a phase of reaccumulation of long positions. The trader expects that Bitcoin can maintain that critical support level of 10,500. If Bitcoin manages to stay above this support level, he predicts a Bitcoin rally towards $13,000 initially and then to $14,800. Taking a look at his tweet right here, as long as Bitcoin can hold 10,500 support, I think we can continue to move up to test that 1.618 extension. 1.618 is at 13,000, and 2.618, I believe we're talking about the Fibonacci retracement levels, is around 14,800. Yesterday's drop was possibly a price suppression and reaccumulation of longs and a bear trap on shorts to fuel the next push up, and he included this graph, which I'll include in the show notes below the video in the description. Canfield also pointed to Dave Portnoy's entry into the crypto market as a bullish signal. Along with Gemini Exchange founders Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss, Portnoy shared a video revealing his first Bitcoin purchase. Although he is not a financial advisor, Portnoy has a wide audience that awaits his investment advice. In the community, some users have been bullish about the impact of Portnoy's announcement, which it will have on the Bitcoin adoption. Also, analyst and trader Josh Rager shared a similar opinion to Canfield in a bullish statement. Rager said that Bitcoin must regain that 11,900 level before it can rise to 12.5. Rager pointed to that 10.5 price as an important support and said he would only worry if Bitcoin falls below this mark. Taking a look at his tweet right here. Check it out. Bitcoin update, another good 4-hour close above support. Price came down, retested, and has bounced. We'll look for continuation to the upside. Still want to close above 11,900 on the daily. So that's the price point to look out for. If we can do that, then expect to Hulk smash this 12,000 resistance, which we've been stuck at for quite some time. So will Bitcoin become the best performing asset for the next 2 years? Well, according to former Goldman Sachs employee Raoul Pal, who has been one of the most bullish on Bitcoin's future in the recent days, Pal has made a bullish prediction for the first crypto by market cap and said that Bitcoin will be the best performing asset in the coming years. Comparing it to other assets such as gold, stocks, commodities, Pal outlined the following. Almost everything is an inferior trade to Bitcoin, and there is nothing except currently Ethereum that's in a shorter term time horizon because it was underperforming massively. But on any meaningful time horizon, whether it's 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, 6 year, Bitcoin is basically outperforming everything, and it's breaking out versus everything, or another term, everything is breaking down versus Bitcoin. And this is an actual fact. Bitcoin has been the best performing asset in the world over the past decade or 11 years since its inception, and I believe it will continue to outperform gold as well as all other major assets, even excluding all the wild swings from the bulls and the bears. Bitcoin continues to increase in value by approximately 200% per year. And that, my friend, is a fact. In a later tweet, Powell was more specific and states that Bitcoin will be the best performing asset in the world for the next 24 months. Powell assures that Bitcoin will be the biggest beneficiary of the inflationary policies that the Federal Reserve of states have implemented. Below, you can watch the full video interview right here with Raoul Pal, which I'll include in the show notes below the video in the description. And before I break down our next story of the day, the US dollar is ready to break down. How may this impact the Bitcoin price? First, let's take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at 372 billion with over 100 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And the Bitcoin dominance still on the decline, currently at 59%. But also keep in mind, if we exclude ICOs and stablecoins, the realized market cap, the Bitcoin dominance is closer to 80%. So just throwing it out there and taking a look at the top gainers within the top 100 in the past 24 hours. We got Synthetics Network booming, up 30%, trading at $7.25. Loop Ring up almost 20%, trading at 20 cents. I'm telling you, DeFi is booming and you haven't seen nothing yet. Quant up 17%, trading at $11. Digibyte, go Digi. I'm very bullish on Digibyte. If you are, let me know in the comments below. Up 16%, currently trading at 3.6 cents. Status up 12%, trading at 3.4 cents. And Ren up 11%, trading at 31 cents. Below that, we have Aave up 11.5%. 0x up 10%, as well as Matic Network up almost 10%. So as you can see, it's mostly decentralized finance projects as the top gainers for the day. And now taking a look at the biggest losers in the top 100 in the past 24 hours. Aragon down 17%, trading at $5.73. YFI, Yearn Finance, which has been booming like a mofo as of late, down 14%, trading at $4,342. If I'm not mistaken, I saw this rise past 6,500, so currently consolidating after a major epic rally. Algorand down 11%, trading at 64 cents. Swipe down 10%, trading at $3.58. Waves down 9%, trading at $3.40. And Ampleforth down 8%, trading at 65 cents. Below that, we have Compound down 8%, Ocean Protocol down 7%, and Bancor down 7%. And now checking out the BitMEX margins, we can see the bulls are barely back in control, leading with about 6 million in superiority in the last 24 hours, with longs barely leading 50.09% versus 49.91% shorts. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all crypto? Let me know in the comments right down below. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators, it's the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 79 in extreme greed. Yesterday was a 78, last week a 77, all of which within extreme greed. Last month we were rated a 43 in fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that mofo dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. And keep in mind, the market is in extreme greed. So I would not be surprised if we do see another market correction from here. All right, and before I break down this final story of the day, first I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 450 plus videos right here on my channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Not only is this updated every single day, including weekends, but it also allows you to download the latest episode of the show in MP3 format, so you can listen to it when you're out and about or in the car, working out, just doing your thing. Also, be sure to subscribe on YouTube by smashing that subscribe button right below this video in the description, or visit the direct link, cryptonewsalerts.net. You can also follow us on all the major podcasting platforms, including Apple's iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and Stitcher Radio. You can also follow us on crypto Twitter. My Twitter handle is Crypto News Yes. And for those of you active on Facebook, as I am, I do have a crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy with over 17,000 strong from all over the world. To become a part of it, simply click this link, request to join, and I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, as I am, I do have a crypto Telegram chat. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day. The US dollar is ready to break down. How may this impact the Bitcoin price. Let's talk about it. As Bitcoin continues establishing its position as a major asset on the global stage, its correlation to other markets has been shifting, although it was strikingly correlated to the stock market in late February and early March, back when we had that pandemic breakout, right? Its price action has since broken this, now becoming more closely tied to gold as well as other precious metals. An interesting byproduct of this newly formed connection to traditional safe haven assets has been it forming an inverse correlation to the US dollar. That's right. When the US dollar value dips, it provides a major boost to gold and Bitcoin. How could you not be bullish on gold and Bitcoin and other safe haven assets knowing the dollar is doomed? That's all I got to say. One analyst explained that he is watching a bear flag forming on the US dollar's daily chart, signaling that it's getting ready to break down. Lo and behold, go figure, Warren Buffett seems to know something many others may not know, or maybe they do know and they're just not taking action on it. This potentially imminent decline would provide Bitcoin with a major boost and potentially allow it to climb past its present resistance at $12,000. I do feel that's going to be one of the major macroeconomic factors driving up the Bitcoin price as well as other safe haven assets. Now, earlier this year, narratives surrounding Bitcoin's potential status as a safe haven asset were persuasive, but were invalidated after its price plunged during the mid-March meltdown, all thanks to that pandemic of COVID-19. In the same time, it appears that these narratives have now come to fruition, with the crypto forming a striking correlation to gold and precious metals. This shift is likely due to investors growing fearful about imminent inflation due to excessive money printing. They're printing trillions, quantitative easing. Go figure. As such, demand for scarce assets are growing significantly. Now, data from analytics platform SKU Analytics shows that the connection between gold and Bitcoin is now the closest it's ever been. As you can see right here in this chart, Bitcoin and gold realized correlation. Its 1 month correlation peaked at nearly 69% just a couple of weeks ago before declining to its current levels of 49%. This still marks a massive rise for its 1 month annual rolling average of 12.8%. Now, the US dollar's value may soon plunge, according to some insiders, boosting Bitcoin higher. While speaking about the US dollar's current technical outlook, one trader explained that it appears to be forming a bear flag. So things are not looking good for the US dollar. Prior double bottom setup looking more like a bear flag getting ready to break down would be bullish for Bitcoin and precious metals, he said, while pointing to the chart, as you can see right here on your screen. So because Bitcoin has formed a striking inverse correlation to the US dollar, the potential decline that the analyst above is musing could be the event that propels Bitcoin past $12,000 and sparks its next leg higher. Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. When do you feel we will break 12K? I'm hoping it'll be today. Today is Saturday. We tend to see in a bullish market breakouts on the weekend, and in a bearish market, we've been seeing some retracements on the weekends, but we're bullish right now, to say the least, extremely bullish. There's so many macroeconomic bullish factors, it's not even funny. And I agree with Paul Tudor Jones that Bitcoin is the fastest horse in the race. If you agree, let me know in the comments right down below. And I also agree with Max Keiser that Bitcoin will explode to $50,000. It's only a matter of time. The only question is, when exactly will it happen? So let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible bullish crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts just like this every single day. And real quick before I go, if interested in tapping into OPM and leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, smash the link right below this video in the description and go ahead and register for this free system entitled OPM Wealth. You'll be glad you did, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.